The VII Congress of the Leaders of World and Traditional Religions was held in Astana at the Palace of Peace and Reconciliation under the chairmanship of President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev. Noted that these days the Kazakh land has become the center of a constructive dialogue between different cultures. The authoritative considerate of the world gathered here under one roof. Spiritual leaders are the guardians of the conscience of humanity. Therefore, who better than you to show the way to mutual trust, goodness and peace? Now more than ever, humanity is in need of solidarity. To build a new system of international security, we all need a new global movement for peace. I believe the role of spiritual leaders in this matter is paramount. President of the Republic of Kazakhstan, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev said. More than 100 delegations from 50 countries participated, including representatives of the religions of Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, Judaism, Hinduism, Taoism, Shintoism, Jainism, as well as political and public figures, members of international organizations, initiated by the plenary session of the topic, the role of leaders of world and traditional religions in the spiritual and social development of human civilization in the post-pandemic period. The religious forum was attended by Pope Francis, Grand Imam of Al-Azhar Sheikh Ahmed El-Tayeb, Patriarch of the Jerusalem and all Palestine Theophilus III, Ashkenazi Chief Rabbi of Israel David Lau, Sephardi Chief Rabbi of Israel Yitzhak Yosef, and other religious leaders, as well as representatives of a number of international organizations. At the opening ceremony of the Congress, Pope expressed gratitude to the head of state Kassym-Jomart Tokayev. I would like to thank Kazakhstan here for its efforts in this matter. Always try to unite, always try to provoke dialogue, always try to make friends. This is an example that Kazakhstan gives to all of us, and we must follow and support it. We will not strive for a faint compliant syncretism. It is not needed, but we will preserve our identity, always ready to accept another for a fraternal meeting, Pope Francis said. The Congress being held in Kazakhstan is the only measure contributing to the development of spiritual and internal efforts of people after the pandemic, said Sheikh Ahmed El-Tayeb, Grand Imam of Al-Azhar University. On the eve of the 7th Congress, the 20th meeting of the Congress Secretariat was held under the chairmanship of the Speaker of the Senate of the Parliament of the Republic of Kazakhstan, head of the Secretariat of the Congress of the Leaders of World and Traditional Religions, Maulen Ashimbayev. During the event, 4 sections were held. The first section is the role of religions in strengthening spiritual and moral values in the contemporary world. The second section is the role of education and religious studies in respectful coexistence of religions and cultures and in strengthening peace and harmony. The third section is the contribution of religious leaders and politicians in promoting global interreligious dialogue and peace, countering extremism, radicalism, and terrorism. And the fourth section, women's contribution to the well-being and sustainable development of contemporary society and the role of religious communities in supporting women's social status. The President of Kazakhstan noted that our forum has taken place at a unique and highly consequential global moment. It is historic in its own way. As we face an increasingly turbulent geopolitical post-pandemic world, it becomes more crucial to develop new approaches to strengthening inter-civilizational dialogue and trust at the global level. I believe today's forum has made a significant contribution to this vital ongoing work. The participants of the Congress have shared their perspectives, offered valuable ideas, and generated insightful proposals on many pressing issues. Most importantly, they have focused their thoughts on peace and cooperation between faiths and peoples. One of the most important topics was how to overcome inequalities of all kinds, since they are a source of national upheaval and global crisis. Special emphasis was placed on digital and gender issues, on the importance of education, and on the role of religion in eliminating social divides. Another fundamental objective was a search for ways to strike a balance between economic growth and spiritual and moral progress. I'm convinced that religious leaders can and must insist on simultaneous and complementary spiritual and technological development, the president said.
Guided by our shared desire for a just, peaceful, secure and prosperous world,
The most important ideas and proposals of the VII Congress are conceptually presented in its final directive. The first Congress of the Leaders of World and Traditional Religions was held in 2003 in the capital of Kazakhstan. Subsequent congresses were held every 3 years in 2006, 2009, 2012, 2015 and 2018 and became one of the largest international events in the history of independent Kazakhstan.